You can calibrate your frequency to match what your specific person finds irresistible. You can become their type, not by changing who you are, but by adjusting the energetic signal you're broadcasting. It's not manipulation. You're not forcing anyone to feel something they don't want to feel. You're removing the interference patterns that prevent them from seeing what's already there. Welcome to the Reality Revolution. I'm your host, Brian Scott, and this is the Irresistible Magnetism Activation. Become their ultimate desire. You requested this activation, so I'm providing it for you. There's someone you want. Maybe it's someone new who just walked into your life. Maybe it's someone from your past who never saw you the way you wanted them to. Maybe it's the person you're already with, but you want them to feel that initial spark again. That consuming attraction they felt when you first met. And you've tried everything. You've changed your appearance. You worked on your confidence. You've played it cool. Or maybe you've been direct. You followed all the dating advice, done the inner work, raised your vibration. But they're still not responding the way you want them to. Here's what nobody tells you about attraction. It's not random. It's not luck. And it's definitely not about being conventionally attractive or having the perfect personality. Attraction operates on frequency, and every person has a unique frequency signature that triggers their desire mechanism. You've seen people who aren't traditionally good looking, who don't have money or status, who don't seem to have anything special going on, and yet one specific person is completely obsessed with them. Can't stop thinking about them. Can't explain why. Just feels this magnetic pull that doesn't make logical sense. That's frequency matching. That person, whether they know it or not, is broadcasting the exact energetic signature that activates their partner's attraction circuitry. They've become at a frequency level that person's perfect match, their ideal, their type. And the secret that relationship experts won't tell you because it sounds too simple, you can do this deliberately. You can calibrate your frequency to match what your specific person finds irresistible. You can become their type, not by changing who you are, but by adjusting the energetic signal you're broadcasting. It's not manipulation. You're not forcing anyone to feel something they don't want to feel. You're removing the interference patterns that prevent them from seeing what's already there. You're clearing the static so the connection can come through clearly. Every person you're attracted to, and I mean deeply magnetically attracted to, where you can't explain why, is broadcasting a frequency that matches something dormant inside you. When that frequency activates your desire mechanism, you feel attraction. You might rationalize it by pointing to their smile, their sense of humor, their confidence, but those are just the surface explanations. The real cause is frequency resonance. Your specific person has a desire mechanism, and that mechanism responds to certain frequencies. Right now, you might be broadcasting close to their frequency, which is why there's some interest or connection, but they're not quite matching it, which is why they're not feeling that magnetic, irresistible pull towards you. This activation changes that. In this episode, you're going to calibrate your frequency to become the exact energetic match for your specific person's attraction template. You're going to identify what they respond to at the deepest level. Not what they say they want, but what their nervous system, their subconscious, their energy field actually recognizes as irresistible. And then you're going to embody that frequency so completely that when they're around you, or even when they think about you, their body responds with attraction they can't control or explain. They won't know why they suddenly can't stop thinking about you. They won't understand why being near you feels electric. They'll just know that something about you has become impossible to resist. This works because attraction is not a choice. It's a biological, and energetic response to frequency matching. When you broadcast the right frequency, their desire mechanism activates automatically. They don't decide to be attracted, they just are. Some of you are thinking, but I want them to love me for who I really am, not some frequency I'm broadcasting. Here's the truth. The frequency is who you really are. You're not becoming someone else. You're adjusting your signal so they can actually perceive who you are without the interference patterns that have been blocking their view. Think of it like tuning a radio. The music is always playing, but if your receiver is not tuned to the right frequency, you only hear static. This activation tunes your frequency so they can finally hear your song clearly. And when they do, they won't be able to stop listening. One warning before we start: when you activate irresistible magnetism, you don't just become attractive to your specific person, you become more attractive generally. Other people are going to notice. They're going to respond differently to you. This might create complications if you're not prepared for the attention. Also, this activation only works ethically. If this person genuinely doesn't want to be with you, if they've clearly communicated disinterest, if they're in a committed relationship they want to maintain, this activation won't override their free will. It removes energetic blocks and amplifies existing compatibility. But it doesn't force connection where there's fundamental incompatibility. That said, most situations aren't clear-cut. Most of the time, there is attraction. There is potential, but something's blocking it. Old wounds, fear, bad timing, outside influences, energetic interference. This activation clears those blocks and allows the natural attraction to flow. So here's my question for you. Are you ready to become irresistible to the person you desire? Are you ready to activate a magnetic pull so strong they can't ignore you? Are you ready to become exactly what they've been searching for, even if they didn't know it until they saw you? Let's activate the magnetism. Before we calibrate your frequency to match your specific person, you need to understand how the attraction blueprint works. Every human being has one, a complex set of energetic patterns, biological triggers, psychological associations, and emotional needs that determine what they find irresistible. Most people never consciously examine their attraction blueprint. They just feel drawn to certain people and repelled by others, and they come up with stories to explain it. I like tall guys. I'm attracted to confidence. Or I want someone who makes me laugh. These explanations are partially true, but they're surface level. The real attraction blueprint operates much deeper. It was formed from early childhood experiences, evolutionary biology, past life connections, soul contracts, and energetic imprints from every significant relationship they've ever had. Your specific person's attraction blueprint includes things they're not even aware of. Certain emotional frequencies that make them feel safe. Specific energy signatures that trigger their desire. Particular ways of being that activate their attachment system. Subtle behaviors that make them feel seen and understood at a level they've rarely experienced. This blueprint is why they've been attracted to certain people in the past who might not seem like they have much in common. On the surface, their exes might be completely different, but at the frequency level, they were all broadcasting similar signatures that matched something in your specific person's blueprint. Here's the key insight. Their attraction blueprint is accessible. You can read it energetically, and once you read it, you can adjust your own frequency to match it. This isn't about becoming someone you're not. Your core essence doesn't change, but you do have range. You have different frequencies available to you, different aspects of yourself you can emphasize or soften, different energetic qualities you can amplify or quiet. Think of yourself as an instrument. You can play different notes, create different harmonies, emphasize different tones. You're still the same instrument, but you can create the exact music that your specific person's nervous system recognizes as their perfect song. Right now, bring your specific person to mind. Maybe it's a relationship you're already in. Maybe it's someone you haven't met and you're calling out a soulmate, but bring something to mind. Not just their face or their name, really feel into them. Their energy, their presence, the way they move through the world. If you've been around them, remember what it felt like to be in their space. As you tune into their energy, start to notice what you pick up. Are they guarded or open? Do they lead with their mind or their emotions? Are they confident, or do they carry hidden insecurity? Do they seem hungry for something they're not getting, or content but bored? You're reading their energetic signature now. Pay attention to what you sense, even if it seems random or you're not sure if you're making it up. Your intuition knows things your conscious mind doesn't. Now go deeper. What does this person need that they're not admitting to themselves? What are they searching for in a partner that they've never quite found? What would make them feel completely seen, totally safe, and wildly desired all at the same time? You're accessing their attraction blueprint now. The information is coming through. It might arrive as feelings, images, knowings, or words. However it comes, trust it. Some of you are picking up that your person craves stability but is attracted to excitement. That's a common pattern. They want someone who feels safe but not boring. You'll need to calibrate your frequency to broadcast both groundedness and unpredictability. Others are sensing that your person has been hurt before and has walls up, but desperately wants someone to see through those walls without forcing them down. They want to be pursued, but gently, persistently, but patiently. You'll need to broadcast a frequency of patient certainty. Some of you are picking up that your person is actually attracted to you already, but they're fighting it. Maybe they think you're wrong for them, logically, or they're scared of getting hurt, or they're committed to someone else but not fulfilled. You'll need to become the frequency that's too magnetic to resist, that overrides their logical resistance. Whatever you're picking up about your specific person's blueprint, trust it. It'll come to you, in your mind. You're reading them accurately, and now that you know what they respond to, we can calibrate you to become that exact frequency. Your specific person has multiple layers to their attraction blueprint. We're going to calibrate you to match each layer, creating irresistible magnetism at every level of their being. The first layer is physical attraction. This isn't about actually changing your appearance. It's about changing the energetic signal your body broadcasts. Two people can have the exact same physical features, but one is magnetic and the other isn't. The difference is the energy the body is transmitting. Your specific person has certain physical frequencies that trigger their desire response. Maybe they're attracted to strength or softness, or a combination. Maybe they respond to vitality or calm presence, or intensity. Maybe they're drawn to bodies that look like they hold power, or bodies that look like they need protection, or bodies that radiate health and aliveness. Tune in to what your specific person finds physically irresistible. Don't think about it logically, just feel into it energetically. What physical frequency makes their body respond? You got it? Now install that frequency into your physical form. Feel your body beginning to broadcast that exact energetic signature. Your cells are reorganizing. Your presence is shifting. You're becoming physically magnetic to this specific person. This doesn't mean you need to change how you look. It means the energy your body broadcasts is now calibrated to what they find irresistible. When they see you, when they're near you, their nervous system will respond with attraction that bypasses their conscious mind. The second layer is emotional attraction. Your specific person is drawn to certain emotional frequencies and repelled by others. Maybe they're attracted to emotional availability, or maybe too much vulnerability scares them and they prefer someone more emotionally contained. Maybe they respond to passion and intensity, or maybe they need calm and steady. Feel into your specific person's emotional attraction template. What emotional frequency makes them feel safe and excited at the same time? What emotional energy makes them want to move closer rather than pull back? Now calibrate your emotional frequency to match their template. If they need you to be more emotionally open, feel your heart space expanding, becoming more available. If they need you to be more emotionally grounded, feel your emotions stabilizing, becoming more contained, but still authentic. You're not suppressing or faking emotions. You're adjusting which aspects of your emotional range you emphasize. We all have access to the full emotional spectrum. You're simply calibrating to emphasize the frequencies your specific person responds to most. The third layer is intellectual attraction. Some people are primarily attracted to minds. They need mental stimulation, interesting conversation, someone who challenges their thinking. Others don't particularly care about intellectual connection. They might even be intimidated by it. Tune into your specific person's intellectual attraction pattern. Do they need you to be intellectually impressive? Or do they need you to be curious and interested in them? Do they want someone who debates with them or someone who listens and asks good questions? Now calibrate your intellectual frequency now. If they need mental stimulation, feel your mind becoming sharper, more interested, more engaging. If they need someone who makes them feel smart and heard, feel your curiosity expanding, your listening deepening. The fourth layer is energetic attraction. This is the most important layer because it operates beneath conscious awareness. Your specific person is attracted to certain energetic signatures. Maybe they respond to masculine energy or feminine energy or a specific blend. Maybe they're drawn to dominant energy or receptive energy or equal partnership energy. They might be attracted to energy that feels like home or energy that feels like adventure, energy that feels safe, or energy that feels dangerous, energy that feels complete, or energy that feels like it needs them. Feel into your specific person's energetic attraction template. What energetic frequency makes them feel that magnetic pull they can't explain? What energy makes them want to be in your presence, to touch you, to claim you, or be claimed by you? Now calibrate your entire energy field to broadcast that exact frequency. Feel your aura shifting, your presence changing, your energetic signature aligning perfectly with what they find irresistible. This is deep recalibration. Your whole system is reorganizing to become magnetically attractive to this specific person at the energetic level. The fifth layer is psychological attraction. Your specific person has psychological needs, usually unconscious, that drive their attraction. Maybe they need someone who makes them feel worthy. Maybe they need someone who sees their potential. Maybe they need someone who mirrors their ideal self back to them. Tune into the psychological pattern underneath their attraction. What do they need to feel psychologically to be drawn to someone irresistibly? Calibrate your psychological frequency to meet that need. Not by becoming codependent or losing yourself, but by naturally reflecting back to them the psychological experience they are craving. If they need to feel seen, become someone who genuinely sees them. If they need to feel challenged, become someone who lovingly challenges them. If they need to feel safe, become someone whose presence communicates absolute safety. Now, the sixth layer is soul attraction. At the deepest level, your specific person's soul is seeking certain experiences, lessons, or connections in this lifetime. If your souls have contracts together, you're meant to be in a relationship. Their soul already recognizes you, but their personality might be blocking the soul connection. Tune into the soul level attraction between you and your specific person. Is there a contract, a destiny, a meant-to-be quality? Or is this more about compatible growth paths that could work well together? Calibrate your frequency to allow the soul connection to come forward. If there's destiny here, make it easier for both your souls to recognize each other through the personality layers. If there's not soul-level destiny, but strong compatibility, allow that compatibility to become more visible and accessible. All 6 layers are now calibrated: physically, emotionally, intellectually, energetically, psychologically, and spiritually. You're broadcasting the exact frequency your specific person finds irresistible. You have become their perfect match at every level. Now that you're calibrated to their attraction blueprint, you're going to go deeper. You're not just going to be attractive to them, you're going to become their type. The exact frequency signature that bypasses all their defenses and activates pure, undeniable desire. Every person has a type, whether they admit it or not. It might not be a physical type, it might be an energetic one, a feeling, a presence, a way of being that just does it for them in ways they can't explain. Your specific person has encountered this type before, probably in past relationships or attractions. There has been someone or multiple someones who triggered that deep magnetic pull, who made them feel that unexplainable chemistry, who they couldn't resist even when their logical mind said they should. Those people weren't better than you. They just happened to broadcast a frequency that matched your specific person's type. And that frequency is accessible to you. Bring to mind the people your specific person has been most attracted to in the past. If you don't know their relationship history, just feel into the type of energy they would be drawn to, based on everything you've sensed about them. What did those people have in common energetically? Strip away the physical details, the personality differences, the life circumstances. What frequency were they all broadcasting that activated your specific person's desire mechanism? You're identifying their type now. Might be confident but vulnerable, might be mysterious but safe. You can do this psychically. It might be powerful but gentle, it might be wild but grounded. Whatever the combination you're sensing it, you're going to embody that frequency now. But you're going to do it as your authentic self. You're not becoming someone else. You're finding the aspects of yourself that naturally align with their type and amplifying those aspects. If their type is confident but vulnerable, you're going to find the places where you're already carrying confidence and vulnerability. And you're going to turn up the volume on both. If their type is mysterious but safe, you're going to cultivate more mystery while also deepening your capacity to make people feel safe. The beauty of this is that whatever your specific person's type is, you already contain those qualities in some form. All humans contain all frequencies. You just need to emphasize certain ones. Feel yourself embodying their type now. You're not pretending. You're not performing. You're genuinely becoming the energetic frequency that your specific person cannot resist. It's integrating into your system as your new default state. As you embody their type, notice how differently you feel. more magnetic, more attractive, more aligned with what you truly are capable of being. This is not a mask. This is you at your most irresistible to this specific person. Now we're going to take this even deeper. You're not just going to match their type. You're going to become the ultimate expression of their type. The version they've been searching for but never quite found. See, the people they've been attracted to in the past who match their type. Those people were closed. They had flaws, incompatibilities, issues that eventually killed the attraction or ended the relationship. They weren't the ultimate version of the type. You're going to be different. You're going to broadcast their type without the flaws that ruin past relationships. You're going to be familiar enough to trigger their desired mechanism, but elevated enough to feel like an upgrade from everyone they've been with before. Feel yourself becoming the ultimate expression of their type. All the qualities they're attracted to refined and perfected. All the frequencies they respond to, broadcasting at optimal intensity. You're not just their type, you're their ideal type. The version they didn't know existed until they encountered you. This is permanent integration. This is not a temporary state you have to maintain through effort. This is who you're becoming. The irresistible version of yourself that perfectly matches what your specific person desires most. From this moment forward, when your specific person sees you, thinks about you, or is in your presence, they are encountering their ideal type, the person their subconscious has been searching for, the frequency their desire mechanism recognizes as exactly right. They won't be able to explain it. They'll try to rationalize it. They'll say, I like their smile, or they make me laugh, or we just click, we vibe. But the real reason will be frequency. You're broadcasting exactly what they're wired to find irresistible. You're now calibrated to be irresistible to your specific person. But there's often resistance that blocks attraction from flowing, both in them and in you. We're going to clear that resistance now. First, let's address their resistance. Your specific person might have blocks that prevent them from fully opening to attraction with you. Maybe they've been hurt before and have walls up. Maybe they're committed to someone else out of obligation rather than desire. Maybe they think you're wrong for them logically, even though the chemistry is there. Maybe they're scared of how much they could feel for you. These blocks aren't permanent, and they're not really about you. They are protective mechanisms that made sense at one point, but are now preventing something beautiful from happening. You're going to send a frequency that dissolves their resistance without forcing or manipulating. Think of it as energetically communicating. Say this in your mind to them. It's safe to be attracted to me. It's safe to open your heart to what's possible between us. You don't have to protect yourself from me. Feel that message broadcasting from your heart to theirs. You're not trying to control their response. You're just removing the energetic barriers that prevent them from feeling what's naturally there. As you broadcast this frequency, you might sense their walls beginning to soften, the resistance loosening, the fear dissolving. They're becoming more available to the attraction between you. Now let's address your resistance. Most people have unconscious blocks to being fully magnetic and irresistible. Maybe you don't believe you deserve to be desired that intensely. Maybe you're scared of rejection. Maybe you don't think it's possible. Maybe you're uncomfortable with being seen as sexual or powerful. Maybe you think being that attractive makes you shallow or vain. These blocks limit your magnetism. Even if you're broadcasting the right frequency, if you have internal resistance to being irresistible, you'll unconsciously sabotage your own attractiveness. Identify your blocks now. What makes you uncomfortable about being irresistibly attractive to your specific person? What would you have to give up or become to own that level of magnetism? Whatever comes up, we're clearing it now. Say this internally to yourself. I release all resistance to being irresistible. I release all fear of being fully desired. I release all shame about being magnetic and attractive. I am safe to be seen, wanted, and pursued. Feel the resistance dissolving. You're becoming energetically available to be as attractive as you're capable of being. No more dimming your light. No more playing small. No more hiding your magnetism. There's often resistance around the specific person too. Maybe you're afraid they'll reject you. So you're unconsciously pulling back your magnetism to protect yourself from disappointment. Maybe you're scared that if they do become interested, you'll mess it up somehow. Release that fear now. You don't need to protect yourself by being less attractive. The magnetism you're activating is natural and sustainable. You're not tricking them into being attracted. You're removing the blocks that prevented them from seeing your true attractiveness. Now let's clear any energetic cords or attachments between your specific person and anyone else who might be blocking the connection between you. If they're in a relationship that's energetically depleting them, those cords need to weaken so there's space for something new. If they're carrying attachment to an ex, those cords need to dissolve so they can fully show up for you. You're not interfering with free will or harming anyone. You're just clearing energetic clutter that prevents authentic connection. See any cords between your specific person and others beginning to dissolve. Not with anger or jealousy, with loving clarity that what needs to fall away will fall away naturally. As those cords dissolve, notice there's more energetic space for connection between you and your specific person. The channel is clearing. The pathway is opening. Now we're going to clear interference patterns from outside sources, family members who don't approve, friends who plant doubt, cultural messages that say this connection should not happen, past life vows or agreements that create blocks between you. All of these create energetic static that prevents your specific person from feeling the full force of their attraction to you. We are clearing that static now. See all those outside interference patterns dissolving. What's between you and this person is between you and this person. No one else's opinions, expectations, or energy can interfere. The field between you is now clear. No resistance from them. No resistance from you. No cords to others. No interference patterns. Just pure, clean, magnetic attraction flowing freely. With resistance cleared, we now install a magnetic presence that makes your specific person unable to stop thinking about you. This goes beyond basic attraction. This creates obsession, fascination, the feeling that they need to be near you. First, we're installing thought loop activation. This is an energetic signature that causes you to appear in your specific person's thoughts repeatedly throughout the day. They'll be doing something completely unrelated and suddenly think of you. They'll see something that reminds them of you. They'll wonder what you're doing, how you're feeling, when they'll see you next. This isn't manipulation. It's natural magnetism amplified. When someone is genuinely attracted, they think about the person frequently. You're just making sure that natural process activates fully. Feel yourself installing the thought loop frequency. Your specific person's mind is now programmed to return to you repeatedly. You're becoming the thought they can't shake, the person they can't stop wondering about. Second, we're installing presence intensity. When your specific person is physically around you, your presence is going to feel more intense, more alive, more compelling than anyone else's. You'll command attention without trying. The energy around you will feel electric. This happens through amplifying your personal electromagnetic field. Your aura is going to become brighter, stronger, more magnetic. When you walk into a room, people will notice, but your specific person will feel it most strongly. Activate presence intensity now. Feel your energy field expanding, intensifying, becoming impossible to ignore. When your specific person is near you, they'll feel drawn to you like metal to a magnet. Now, third, we're installing voice resonance. Your voice is going to start hitting frequencies that resonate in your specific person's nervous system. When you speak, they'll feel it not just in their ears, but in their body. Your voice will calm them, excite them, soothe them, arouse them, whatever effect creates the most magnetic pull. It's not about changing how you sound, it's about your voice carrying energetic frequencies that create resonance in their system. Feel your voice calibrating to the exact frequencies your specific person's nervous system responds to most powerfully. Now, fourth, we're installing touch magnetism. If and when you physically touch your specific person, even casually, they're going to feel it differently than they feel other people's touch. Your touch will carry an electromagnetic charge that activates their desire, makes them want more contact, creates cellular level attraction. Feel touch magnetism activating in your hands, your skin, your physical presence. Your touch is now charged with the exact frequency that makes your specific person's body respond with pleasure and desire. Fifth, we're installing a mystery field. You're going to broadcast just enough mystery that your specific person feels compelled to know more about you, to understand you, to figure you out. Complete transparency can sometimes kill attraction. Mystery keeps desire alive. This doesn't mean being inauthentic or playing games. It means having depth that reveals itself gradually, having complexity that invites exploration, being someone who can't be fully known in one conversation. Activate your mystery field now. You're becoming infinitely interesting to your specific person. Every time they think they understand you, they discover new layers. They can't get bored because you're constantly revealing new facets. Now, sixth, we're installing desire reflection. This is subtle but powerful. Your specific person is going to see their own desire reflected back to them in your energy. When they feel attracted to you, they'll sense that you feel equally attracted to them. This creates a feedback loop that amplifies attraction on both sides. You're not chasing them or being desperate. You're simply mirroring their desire back to them in a way that makes them feel seen, wanted, and safe to pursue connection. Activate desire reflection now. When your specific person feels attraction towards you, they'll sense that attraction reciprocated, which makes them feel safe to move forward. Seventh, we're installing emotional safety signals. Even as you're mysterious and magnetic, you're also broadcasting that you're emotionally safe. Your specific person can trust you. They can be vulnerable with you. They can let their guard down without fear of being hurt or judged. This safety signal is crucial because it allows attraction to deepen into real connection. Without it, attraction stays superficial. With it, attraction becomes the foundation for something substantial. Feel the emotional safety signal activating in your field. Your specific person will sense that you're a safe person to desire, to pursue. You become irresistible at every level. Everything we've activated today is now permanent. You are irresistibly magnetic to your specific person. They cannot encounter you without feeling attraction that grows stronger each time. But you need to maintain this frequency for it to keep working. Here's how. Every morning when you wake up, spend 30 seconds feeling into your magnetic presence. Remember that you're irresistible to your specific person. Feel the truth in your body. This daily reinforcement keeps the activation strong. When you're going to see your specific person, take a moment beforehand to activate your magnetic presence consciously. Feel yourself broadcasting their ideal type. Feel yourself amplified and irresistible. This preparation ensures you're at peak magnetism when it matters most. After interactions with your specific person, resist the urge to obsess or analyze. Instead, trust that the magnetic frequency is working even when you're not together. Trust that they're thinking about you, feeling attracted to you, and moving towards you. This trust maintains your attractive frequency better than anxiety or doubt ever could. If you notice your specific person pulling back or seeming less interested, don't panic. and don't chase. Instead, return to this activation. Recalibrate your frequency, remove new resistance that might have emerged, reinstall your magnetic presence. The magnetism will pull them back. Remember, you're not controlling your specific person's free will. You're removing the blocks that prevent them from feeling what's naturally there. You're amplifying existing compatibility. You're becoming the clearest, most magnetic version of yourself. Your specific person might reach out to you within days or even hours of this activation. They might suddenly see you differently, feel pulled to you in new ways, make moves they've been hesitating on. Other results will build over time. You might notice their attraction growing gradually, their interest deepening slowly, their walls coming down piece by piece. Both timelines are normal. Trust the process. What's certain is that something has shifted permanently. You are no longer energetically invisible to your specific person. You are no longer just one option among many. You have become their focus, their desire, the person they can't stop thinking about. This is your new reality. You are irresistibly magnetic to the person you desire. They feel pulled towards you in ways they can't explain. When they're with you, everything else fades. When they're apart from you, they think about you constantly. You are their type, their ideal, their perfect match. And on some level, they're beginning to realize it. The activation is now complete. The magnetism is sealed. Your specific person is being drawn to you right now. Go and be irresistible. You can find all episodes of The Reality Revolution at therealityrevolution.com. Join the Reality Revolution community at school.com, skool.com/Reality Revolution. We have exclusive content and live Q&A sessions, the most amazing community ever. Be sure to check out my art. You can find it at www.newearth.art. And welcome to the Reality Revolution. I'm incredibly excited to announce a new community that I've formed on School for the Reality Revolution. I've been teaching timeline shifting and reality creation for years through YouTube, and I've watched the same pattern repeat over and over again. People manifest the most incredible things, and then it all collapses. This is where the shifts become permanent, and I will see you inside. Once again, it's www.school.com/reality revolution.